alterations to the house, put up rails, ramps, which he wouldn't do, So I'm just happy. Then all of a sudden the judge tells me, Miss Guess, we're going to appoint a temporary conservator because I didn't get conservatorship, because, your dad, just going to make it easy for you. So, I thought things were fine until this conservator just said, I'm moving your mom. I said, what do you mean you're moving her? Well, her insurance has run out. I said, what do you mean her insurance has run out? She has great insurance. And then she goes, well, I'm going to move her to this other facility. Well, she moved her to a boarding care, and it was a home, and it just was no, motivation, enthusiasm. It was very depressing. My mom began to decline and deteriorate. After she's walking and thriving. Now, if she's a professional, how come she couldn't see that my mom needed something to keep her, on top of her game,
Right.
keep her thriving, is what I wanted to say. And so I even checked my mom's insurance company, and the reps told me that, well, your mom has great insurance. She worked at Cal State, Hayward. She was manager of the human resources and had great insurance. She said, well, all she has to do is just have her doctor just give an approval. And then you're going into the next year, it starts all over again. We're in December. And so she said that she appealed it, but it was declined. So she lied, really. She didn't really give her best. She was just a very lazy and inconsistent conservative. And so my mom began to, long story short, she began to decline. I wanted her to go to this one facility. She wanted to go to this other facility. She went to this other facility, and it was, to me, just as bad after a while. And my mom was going to die in that facility. She was going to decline and deteriorate and die. What was what we were talking about before we
Well,
came?
the second facility wasn't even licensed.
Right, the second facility.
It was just a
licensed.
house with some stuff
Right.
happening in it.
And it was the thing is what conservators do when I found out the game that was going on, because I kept going, oh my God, they're trying to kill my mom, what am I going to do? I got really scared, I had to pray. And so I began to go online, and I started reading about conservators, how they isolate the ward, and they let them decline. They even give them psychotropic drugs, and it's like slow murder under the law, And I'm like, oh my God, that's what they're doing to my mom. They've alienated her. Because why would she put her in this facility all the way across town from where we live?
Yeah.
We live over more on the Castro Valley side, like Kelly Hill, and the place was over in South Hayward, like Tennyson area.
Oh.
And my dad's an elderly man, no consideration of thinking of my dad's visitations coming over, because, we had our visitations. So, by the grace of God, me and my dad start bumping into each other at the, because my dad, he can't keep track too much. He has a little dementia himself, So he's driving and he's not, making his scheduled time. And so we're just bumping into each other. And we just began to talk. And I said, Dad, I don't really like this place. And he's like, no, I don't either. Mom's not going to survive here. I think they're trying to kill her. I said, yeah, me too. So what we did on February 14, 2018, that's when our family came together. We took my mom out of the facility against the court order.
Good.
Weren't you guys in the paper?
Yeah, we were in the
Oh,
Oakland
really?
Post. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was my sister, my dad, and I, but just a picture of my dad and mom initially. And then when we got her home, they did another article. I have one of them here. Come on, look at it. Where we got her home safely.
Good.
And yes, Judge Reardon was mad. He was very mad. But you can't kill my mother. I'm sorry. We had gotten a doctor's notice saying move Miss Carter to a higher level of care. Not a, yeah.
So what was the purpose, just to take control of the finances of your?
That's what it comes down to. Now that we're all,
Yeah.
Linda's been at this for a long time, so.
And can I add on to that?
Yeah.
Imagine I am a professional conservator, a licensed professional fiduciary, or maybe I'm a probate attorney, and I make my living on this stuff. It's all about billable hours.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Am I going to put her mom where it's convenient in a place that she likes? No, if I put her mom all the way on the other side of town, and I start obstructing visitation, and I start saying, oh, well, you can only see her 2 days a week for half an hour. Oh, and I want somebody to have to sit and watch you while you visit. She's going to be fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting, and those billable hours are just going to go. Every time she sends an email, every time you go to court, that's minimum $5,000 to each attorney. And that's conservative. I'd say $10,000 to each attorney is probably closer. And you know where it all comes from? Out of mom's estate. Yes. The conservator gets paid out of mom's estate. The conservative attorney gets paid out of mom's estate. The court-appointed attorney gets paid out of mom's estate. Guardian ad litem gets paid out of mom's estate. Expert witnesses get paid out of mom's estate.
That's all her money.
You got it. You had a question?
So, two questions. One, so before they have a conservatorship, you have to kind of divulge their finances.